like you know what I'm about, baby.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Sakira, aka your favorite cosmic fairy. But if you're not new, you already knew that, and that's on period. Thank you guys so much for joining the vibes, you guys. Today we have a nice little pick a card with two piles, and we're just going to be connecting with spirit. The topic of the reading, if you clicked on this, then you already know what it is, but I'm going to say it anyway. The topic for today is, what messages do we need to hear? You know, what energies do we need to be aware of at this time? What messages do our guides have for us, our angels, our ancestors, the universe, right? God's source. So if you're interested to see, you know, what you need to hear at this time, we got some piles, babe. Let's get into it, you guys. I'm going to give you a close-up, and then we're just going to go ahead and get into the reading. We only are doing two piles today, you guys, because I felt called to do it. I was going to do three, and then I felt the energy of two, and spirit was like, that's it. So that's it. All right, you guys, let's get into the close-up. You guys could get acquainted with the piles, and then we'll get into the actual reading. Let's go. All right, you guys, here we go with the card selection, the pile selection. So group number one, you guys are going to be the golden quartz. Group number two, you guys are going to be the angel aura quartz. So take this time, you guys, to connect however you feel to connect, whether that's connecting with the energy of breath, right? Doing breathing work or breath work, whether that's meditating, whether that's chanting, whether that's just setting intentions and letting your intuition lead you, guide you, whatever may have you, right? However you do that, bae. If you need to pause this video to connect deeper, or you just want to take, you know, a longer look at the piles to see which one or ones really speak to you, because maybe both piles have a message for you. Maybe it's one, maybe it's none, but, you know, use your intuition, connect with your spirit, connect with your higher mind, your higher self. Allow that energy to lead you to what needs to be heard, what needs to be said, what needs to be honored for you. Group number one, we're going to go ahead and get started with you with the golden quartz. Group number two with the angel aura quartz, we will see you after. And that's it. All right, group number one, pile number one. If you chose the golden quartz, if this was your choice, then let's get into it, you guys. First card out, what do you need to hear? Read the fuck lax, period. Spirit said it, don't shoot the messenger. Life is meant to be enjoyed. A reminder to take some chill pills and kick it. So I feel like I just heard cruise control, cruising through your emotions. Group number one, you guys could be going through a lot of heavy emotions at this time, or maybe you could have been. I see it looks like the energy of the full moon back there. So this full moon in Virgo this week could have had you guys, you know, a little bit in your bag. It could have had you guys feeling a little bit antsy or, you know, just irritated. I do feel like there's been an emotional high, and not of necessarily like positive emotions. And spirit is saying, like, life is meant to be enjoyed. One thing you need to know right now is that you need to relax, group number one. Take it easy, take a chill pill. Let's get into it. I do feel like there's an energy of you guys may be feeling depleted, right? Because I'm looking at the skeleton, and to me, a skeleton represents like something that's lifeless, right? And when you're lifeless, you literally have no energy, you have no life force. Some of you guys could have felt like emotionally drained recently, and you're going through, again, like emotional ups and downs. And I feel like spirit wants you to take it easy, find some way to self-soothe. Maybe you need like a little drink, and I'm not talking about alcohol, maybe a nice smoothie, some coconut water, whatever your thing is, but something to just, you know, chill you out, some iced tea, right? Do you, baby? But I do feel like group number one, in all seriousness, if you have been going through a lot of energies lately where your emotions have been all over the place, spirit is letting you know right now that this is the time where you need to really chill. And I do feel like it's something that you need to pay attention to, because one, stress is dangerous, right? Like too much stress in the body, you can start to have, you know, physical symptoms and illnesses start to kind of arise or come up for you and I feel like I'm talking to water signs. They just sell water signs. You could have water in your chart, something like that. You don't have to, but that was something relevant. But again, stress is dangerous, you guys. So I do feel like if you have been in high stress recently, spirit is wanting you to take it easy, because it's not good for you. And you're really needing to, you know, care about how you feel a little bit more. Like take priority in, or prioritize, I'll say, more healthy emotions, because you deserve it, right? You're worthy of that. All right, moving on. What else you guys need to hear? Saturn, the truth. Well, here it comes. You guys, Saturn just moved into Pisces, and I was talking about water signs, so that could be what's relevant. As Saturn is moving into Pisces, this could bring up a whole lot of, and I was talking about, oh my God, I was talking about like your physical body and like bringing up illnesses because of stress. And Pisces, it rules like illness and hospitalization. So Saturn and Pisces, the truth is, if you don't chill out, like, I'm not trying to scare you guys, but stress again is like the #1 silent killer. And I'm not saying you guys are going to die. This is not what this is about. But I'm saying your health matters. And in order to improve your health, you need healthy emotions. You have to be in a more healthy emotional state, right? Void of course, moon missing. Ooh. So I do feel like something is missing from your life right now, you guys. Last card out, Libra, I balance. What's missing from your life is balance. I wanted to see what this card was because I felt like this was, you know, the missing piece that kind of ties it all together. It does feel like you guys have this energy right now where what's missing from your life is maybe balance. And I feel like it's emotional balance, it's mental balance. It could be the mixture of both because your mind creates your emotions, right? What you think creates emotions. So if you have a lot of negativity in your heart space, it's because it starts in the mental. And I feel like what you're missing may be a surplus of healthy emotion, healthy emotional balance, a balance between the mind and the heart. And I feel like it may be hard to hear at this time, but you are the only person, like Saturn is tough love energy, right? And like coming through with a little bit of tough love, you can't be out here playing victim. Like, yes, life can be hard, but I feel like you have the power to change how you feel in any given moment, whether you feel like it's possible for you or not. It is the truth, right? And you have to begin, group number one, to take accountability for your feelings, to take accountability for your emotional and mental balance. You have to begin to do the work. If something's missing in your life, it's because you believe that you lack something, right? Like if you feel like you don't have good emotional mental balance, it's because you hold the belief that it's not possible for you or it's not possible for you right now. That's something for you to release. That belief doesn't serve you if that's what you're walking with, right? But also I do feel like because Libra rules, like, you know, the energy of not just balance, but it also rules the energy of like righteousness and doing the right thing. And I do feel like some of you guys have to start doing right by yourself, right? Like, and not by yourself, like alone. I mean, like by you, like do right by you, do what serves you. Some of you guys may be, oh my God, paying too much attention or giving too much attention and energy to things and people, circumstances and situations outside of you. And again, it's causing this negativity in the mind. I heard a negative spiral. So negativity in the mind, which leads to chaos in the emotions. And then you have, you know, a physical manifestation of stress in the body, which again can look like illness. It can look like, you know, dis-ease. It can look like discomfort. It can look like aches and pains. But whatever this is, I was going to say the tough truth, the cold hard truth, you guys, group number one, is that you need to chill. You need more balance, especially internal between the mind and the heart. And you have to find a way to fill your own void. For some of you guys, the reason why you're in emotional like chaos or you're in an emotional stirrup is because maybe you're living in lack. Like maybe something is not working out. Maybe you don't have enough money. Maybe you don't have enough resources. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough love around you. Maybe you feel like you don't have enough support around you. Whatever you feel like is missing, the truth is the key to finding that is balance. Right? But let's keep going, you guys. We got more cards to pull. It's a quick pick a card, but we're going in a little bit. First card out is the Sun. This is talking about overall, first of all, the Sun is like the most abundant card in the tarot deck. So you guys, whatever you feel like you're lacking, Spirit's here to remind you that first of all, you have everything that you need, and anything that you need in any given moment, it will be available to you if you believe it to be true. But I feel like also the Sun is talking about clarity coming through about some situation maybe in your life. The Hangman, yeah. At this time, you know what, you guys, let's get these tarot cards out and we'll talk about the message. Wheel of Fortune, yo, I just yo'd you guys. That's crazy. Your first three cards are all major arcana, group number one, big life energy. The universe is really trying to get your attention with something. So let's talk about it. Then we have the Two of Swords, but you guys want to play blind. You want to play hide and seek, babe. Come on, what's going on? Group number one, the Three of Wands. I love to see it. And the Queen of Swords. Ooh, period. Group number one, what's going on? We have the Sun, ruled by the Sun. We have the Hangman, which is Neptune. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. We have Two of Swords, which is Libra. We also have Libra here with I balance. Interesting. We have the Three of Wands, which is Aries, and the Queen of Swords, which is Libra. A lot of Libra energy coming through, you guys. This is really interesting. We have three Libra cards on the table. And I feel like, again, that energy of balance, like they're bringing me here for a second, right? Group number one. The Queen of Swords is a person who sits back, she pays attention, she kind of receives downloads, she receives channelings, messages, you know, inspirations, intuitional, that's not even a word, intuition and like, you know, almost like a certain clarity of mind that comes through the spirit, I'll say, right? And I feel like for you guys, group number one, the Queen of Swords usually uses her sword to cut through the BS. No shade, no tea. If there is something going on, and especially because this is air, again, corresponding to the element of the mind, if there's something going on in your mental space, you're needing to take this big old sword right here. Let me give you a little close up, group number one, and cut through the fog, cut through the BS, because it looks like right now you guys may be in the process of gaining clarity and trying to figure things out. I feel like you may be going through changes, or the universe is trying to bring change into your life at this time. But you guys, it feels like this energy of maybe not taking action right now because you need the clarity to come through. It's a lot of cards of like non-action, the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, even the Three of Wands. It's like, you know, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for, you know, your manifestations to arrive, waiting for the things that you've planted seeds and waiting for them to kind of show up now. And I feel like right now is not the time for you to be taking action, like relaxing. Even look at this, a card of non-action. He's like, or he or she, I'm going to say it's a skeleton, right? This cool cat is literally floating in a floaty in a bed of water, whatever this may be. It could be a bathtub for all you know, right? But it just feels like being still. It feels like the energy that you need to know right now is that now is the time to be still. I see that you don't have all the answers. You don't have all the clarity that you need, but it is coming in for you. You are getting the clarity that's coming through. But right now is not the time to be making decisions. Right now is not the time to be taking action. What you need to be doing at this time is embracing the change that wants to come up for you. And it looks like the change that's coming up is that you're finally able and in a position to start receiving what it is that you need. And again, if you've been feeling like something is lacking, right now the universe is giving you the perfect opportunity to manifest whatever it is that you feel like you have been missing in your life, right? But with this Two of Swords, it's interesting. This is usually a card of, you know, having two pathways, not being sure which one to take. Some of you guys, you're also torn between like a choice right now. Should I do something? Should I not do something? I have two choices again to make. Should I choose this choice? Should I, you know, make this other choice? Whatever this is, again, it does feel like you lack the clarity. Wait for the inspiration, wait for the download to come through, wait for the clarity to come through, right? And then you will use the sword to cut through the other pathway that doesn't serve you in order to brace the pathway that does. Again, your ships are coming in. It's just a matter of being patient and waiting for them to show up. A lot of you guys also, you may have been doing the work and you may be getting discouraged that, you know, something's not happening fast enough. Like with this relax, it's almost like enjoy the journey. Life is meant to be enjoyed, but life is not just about the manifestation showing up. It's about the journey and the process that we take to get to the manifestation. A lot of you guys in group number one, I feel like what you need to know is that, like, if you really want this manifestation, whatever this is that is on its way to you, you have to be able to find balance. And sometimes that balance is also not just head and heart balance, but it's the balance of knowing when to act and when to be still, when to take action, when to relax, right? I feel like that's something that's coming through for you guys. So we got two more decks, which is a total of like just 3 cards. So we're going to close out. You guys got emotions are running high. Can I make this up? I told you I could feel it with that relax and all that water. It does feel like it's been a very emotional time for you guys. And no matter what the trigger is, again, the key to balance is knowing that you have the power to control the balance. If you really want balance in your life, you have the power to manifest that and make that happen. If that's what you guys are waiting for, if you're like, you know what, I need this balance where it's at, it's on its way, it's coming. But a lot of you guys also, like, the work that you need to do, it's not physical, it's mental. Some of you guys have to reevaluate some of your belief systems. You have to go deep into your mindset and start to really discover what is in there in that subconscious mind that isn't serving you. And if you want to know, you know, the secrets to the subconscious mind, just look at your reality. All of this is a projection of what you believe in here, right? And so I say all that to say, not that I'm coming for you guys, but I say all that to say, you know, take it easy, sit back, relax, allow things to happen for you. A lot of you guys, you maybe want to control your circumstances right now. You want things to go a certain way, to happen in a certain pace or at a certain pace. You know, right now is the time again to allow the change to happen for you. Again, with this hangman energy, it's like just stop to smell the roses for a little bit. Enjoy the journey. Life is happening. Change is here for you, but some of you guys are not seeing it. Some of you guys are lacking the clarity. You feel like something's missing. It's not happening fast enough. Where is it at? Where is it at? It's coming, babe. Chill out. Relax, right? Next card, look at the bigger picture. Oh my God. I was just saying, life is not just about the manifestations. It's literally about the journey to each and every manifestation. Life is filled with more of the journey process than the actual receiving of the manifestation. The manifestation is instantaneous. In whatever moment you get what you get, it happens in that moment, and then you got it, and that's it. Now you're on your way to the next manifestation, because we're always manifesting. We always want more, right? We get one thing and it inspires us to want more. So we start to go towards that. And that's what life is. It's a continuous journey of expansion. And expansion does involve abundance. It does involve, manifestation and things coming in and experience and having the things and being the things and doing the things that we want, right? But with look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, it's giving vibes of like, well, this is super moon. I've never even heard of that. But this full moon is giving vibes of what do you need to release in order to see the bigger picture? And again, going in to that mindset and being able to use this big old sword to cut through any of the negative beliefs that's keeping you from seeing the bigger picture at this time. Oh, group number one, we got deep real quick. But your last card is just going to be a card of advice. What do you need to surrender? I'll let you guys see it first. Let me see what's going on. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice exercising your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. So something that you guys need to know right now is that you also need to begin to practice setting boundaries. Now, let me tell you about this Queen of Swords, whether you're a man or a woman watching. She is a woman who uses this sword to set boundaries. She draws the line in the sand. Don't cross that line. Beware, because this sword does not just draw lines. It cuts heads off too. Don't play with it. Don't play with it, group number one. I'm not telling you go cut nobody's head off, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like you guys need to also assert yourself and stand in your power. Some of you guys may be stressed out due to other people around you. And it comes down to a simple understanding of no is a complete sentence, right? Showing up. Some of you guys need to relax because maybe you've been doing too much. Maybe you've been feeling obligated to people and things that don't serve you or don't serve you in this now moment. But another thing that's coming through is that setting boundaries in life helps you to get clear about what you prefer and what you don't. I used to think boundaries, this is a whole sidebar, you guys, but I used to think boundaries was a bad thing because there is no such thing as separation in the cosmos. We are all one. So how can you have a boundary against someone or something, right? Like it kind of doesn't make sense because that thing is still an aspect of you. We are all aspects of the Most High, of universe, of source, right? But boundaries is not about separation as much as it is about knowing what you prefer and knowing what you don't prefer and knowing what aligns with you and knowing what doesn't align with you and saying no to the things that don't align with you because you know self and saying yes to the things that do align with you because you know self, right? And so now that I have that understanding, I feel like for you guys, group number one, having that balance is being able to say no when it doesn't serve you and say yes when it does. Being able to give when you can, being able to give to self when you can't give to others, right? Being able to consider yourself sometimes before you consider other people, and then also being able to consider other people before you consider self. It's a balance of, self and others. It's a balance of mind and heart. It's a balance of relaxing and then taking action. All of these energies coming into play. But again, boundaries remind me of just knowing self. Setting limits reminds me of knowing self. And also sometimes we have to set limits against our ego, right? Let's go deep for a second, group number one, before we close out and go over to group number two. So when your ego is telling you certain things, when those limiting beliefs are coming up, sometimes you need boundaries against those. Sometimes you got to draw the line in the sand against your own mind. Let's talk about it. Legit. Sometimes the boundary that you need or the relationship that you need boundaries in is the relationship with yourself. And that's on period. Practice expressing your needs. Some of you guys have to practice. Why can't I speak today? Some of you guys have to practice expressing the need to just chill. Like this is a fundamental need to just relax. Self-care is a lazy day. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, the Kyra said it. Don't shoot the messenger. Self-care can look like lazy days. And some of you guys have to just practice expressing what you need, not only to other people, but to yourself. It's okay to announce like, you know what, Sakira, I need to relax. I need to chill. I need a bubble bath. Like, it's cool. I feel like you guys needed to hear this message today. That's a wrap. We're going to close out. But I feel like you guys needed to hear this message today because some of you guys have been on go mode. Like this emotions are running high. You've been on X game mode, right? Like if you know, but it's time for you guys to take it easy, like especially with this Hangman, Neptune energy, very watery card. It's like chill out, allow the emotions to run through, right? Allow the emotions even to change your perspective, because that's what the hangman represents, changing your perspective on something. And sometimes all you have to do is change your perspective in order to initiate the change in your life. That's what manifestation is. You change what you believe is possible in your mind, and then it becomes possible in your reality, right? So group one, that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for vibing and connecting. I love you guys so much. And until next time, or if you're going over to group number 2, I will see you there. But if the buck stops here, I will see you in the next video. I love you guys so much. I hope this, can't even talk with the tongue ring. I hope that this helped. I love you. Peace out. Group number 2, if you chose the Angel Aura Quartz, you chose pile 2, this is going to be your reading. Let's get into it, you guys. What do you need to hear? Starting with the affirmation. I'll let you guys see it first. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to let you guys look. All right, let me see. Keep your standards high as fuck. Hold on, group number 2. What's going on here, babe? I love to see it. All right, queen. All right, king. Wear that crown. Hold on, you guys. Your attitude is your price tag, period. It shows how valuable you are. Walk like the ground beneath you is fucking glowing. Let people stare at you because they've never seen a walking goddess or god. How you treat yourself sets the stage for how others will treat you in return. So keep that chin up, queen and king. Period. Male or female watching, your standards, babe. Spirit wants you to know you need to raise the bar a little bit. It's giving, you guys, not knowing your worth, group number 2. And if you identify with that energy, we're about to go deep for you. I feel that. My nose is itching. That means this reading's about to go crazy. Group number, I was going to say, I don't even know what I was going to say. Group number 2, this is the energy of really knowing your worth and then adding tax and then adding double tax, because why not? Like legit, like that's what it's giving. And I feel like some of you guys may be so uncomfortable to stand in your power, but let's see what else the universe has for you guys. Sun spirit, know your worth and add tax. First of all, the sun is that bright, vibrant energy. It's full of life, right? Walk like what did they say? Walk like the ground beneath you is fucking glowing, group number 2, right? Like the sun is the ultimate glow ball in the sky, legit. But I do feel like you guys need to embrace who you are. The sun, when you think about astrology, it represents your core identity. Some of you guys, at your core, you don't feel like who you are is good enough. You don't see the value in who you are, what you bring to the table, right? And that's something that's definitely going to need to change. The universe, God, your ancestors, they need you to know how powerful you are, how valuable you are, so that you can begin to enact your mission and to really fulfill your purpose in life. Because you can never truly step into your purpose if you don't even believe you're worthy of doing something great in this world, right? Pisces, I believe, it's time to have faith, and not just in yourself, but in your abilities and what your purpose is, what your mission is, knowing that you can be, do, or have it all, knowing that you are here for a reason and you're here to change this world in whatever way you were sent to change this world, right? Like when you came here, when you incarnated into this body, into the shell of a human that we call our skin, right? When you came into this world, as the you that you are, you came with a purpose. You came with a reason to be here. And that reason is adding to the collective. That this is the reading. That reason is you doing something unique and special that only you can do, right? Sun is the card number 1. It's giving like identity. It's giving like self, first house, right? It's giving the energy of I am. What are you, group number 2? When you say I am, what are the things that come out for you? I am amazing. My favorite affirmation, you guys, I'm not even gonna hold you, is I glow with the intensity of 1,000 suns. I love to say that because it sounds so fun, but I notice the more I say it, the more I feel like I be glowing in my pictures and stuff. Don't come for me. But I'm just letting y'all know, like, what's going on when you speak I am. What comes after that? Are you saying I am not good enough, or are you saying I am the best that I ever could be and I'm always getting better, right? Like, start to form your identity around knowing you're the shit. Legit, group number 2, you need to raise the bar for yourself, not for anybody else, but for you. How you feel about yourself is always going to be a direct response to how people are going to enact with you and how people are going to treat you, group number 2, right? Sixth house routine. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Some of you guys need a routine of practicing self-love. It's card number 30, which reduces to 3. 3 is about creativity, right? Cultivating something, manifestation. And I feel like some of you guys, in order to manifest something beautiful and something new and something that aligns with the value that you actually are, you have to create a routine of affirming this. You have to create it's so funny. I started with an affirmation deck, and I feel like for you guys, group number 2, my energy is so high. Group number 1, I was a little bit more chill. Group number 2, I'm talking a little faster and I feel like I'm louder. That was like such a sidebar, but whoever I'm channeling for right now, you guys, you have something that you're meant to be doing and you don't believe in yourself enough. Legit. Start a routine every day, a daily practice where you love on self, where you give to self, where you connect with self, where you appreciate self, where you value self, right? Where you say I am, and whatever follows that is something that adds value to you and not depreciates your value, right? For you guys, we got this green candle glowing extra hard. I feel like for group number 1, it was not glowing this much. There's a different energy to you guys, group number 2. Group number 1's reading was crazy, but your reading, group number 2, totally different. Crazy as well. It goes crazy, but totally different. And I feel like you guys really need maybe this high energy so that it can be convincing enough for you to realize that you deserve to value yourself more than what you already do. Like, if nobody's going to tell you, Sakara's going to tell you that you're the shit and add tax to that shit. I don't care. Group number 2, you guys are what you need to be. And if you don't feel like what you are right now is enough, practice a daily routine of affirming that you are more than enough and that anybody who comes across you is grateful and honored to even interact with such a god or goddess such as yourself. Yo, if you guys don't get to affirming, I'm coming through the screen and we're going to have a conversation, because there's no way in hell that you're clicking on this video and you don't know that you're worth something more than what you believe you are in this moment. I'm not having it, group number 2. I'm not having it. I need you guys to level up the bar. That's it. What's going on? All right, let's get into your tarot cards. We got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. It's giving insecurity. The 9 of Cups in reverse. What's going on? Death in reverse. Yeah, that makes sense. The 4 of Swords in reverse. Yo, group number 1 had all the cards right side up, I believe. Group number 2, you guys got all the cards reversed so far. The 3 of Swords in reverse. Yo, I can't make this up. And the King of Swords right side up. Okay, cool. Funny enough, group number 1 ended with the Queen of Swords, and you guys are ending your 6th card with the King of Swords. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe you guys could go back and watch group number 1 if you feel like it resonates for you. But let's talk about it, you guys. So this first card out, the Page of Pentacles, this is usually, you know, being open to some type of new experience, being able to, like, you know, say yes to an opportunity that's presenting itself to you. This is an opportunity to grow and expand. And I feel like some of you guys kind of shrink yourselves down, you know, away, or you shy away from opportunities because, again, if you don't feel like you're worthy, why would you feel confident enough to embrace something new, right? But here's the thing. You do this, but you almost contribute to your own unhappiness. The 9 of Cups is a card of personal wish fulfillment and satisfaction. And it's in reverse, meaning group number 2, what you don't understand right now, what Spirit needs you to know is that you know, almost abandoning self because you don't feel worthy or you don't feel confident in yourself enough to embrace certain opportunities that are coming online for you. It's causing this unhappiness to really fester inside of you. It's not going to get better until you start to, transform the energy. But this card is in reverse, which shows me that you guys have resistance to some type of inner transformation. Some of you guys have been resisting doing the work on self to, you know, to improve your self-image, to improve how you feel about yourself and how you view yourself, your concept of self. It's so funny because this Virgo full moon that happened this week, you guys, it really came through to highlight a lot of insecurities, a lot of the limiting beliefs that, you know, that we're walking with, that keep us from feeling like we can be or do it, have it all. We can embrace new opportunities from the most confident place, feeling self-assured. This is a card of, like, when it's right side up, you don't have any experience. You have no understanding of what this experience is. It's completely new for you, but you're willing, you're optimistic, you feel confident, you feel, you know, enthusiastic about exploring something because you know that there's growth on the other side of this exploration. And some of you guys, you don't even like to open up to new opportunities because you don't feel like it's going to yield you anything that's going to bring you wish fulfillment. But that's because you guys are so used to feeling like, you know, you're not worth wish fulfillment. You're not worth being happy. You're not worth good things happening to you. So why would you believe that any opportunity that presents itself to you is going to bring that to you, right? We got the 4 of Swords in reverse. A lot of you guys, first of all, this card is giving a couple of different things. It's giving overthinking things, right? When certain opportunities come up for you, the reason why you guys really can't go towards it is because those limiting beliefs I heard those limiting beliefs that keep you up at night. So some of you guys, like, being very critical of yourself may be a thing that you struggle with, right? Because with this Four of Swords, it's a card of like really processing information in the mind, sitting with information. But with this being in reverse, it's not even just processing and sitting with the information. It's like overkill in the mental zone. Some of you guys, you overthink an opportunity. You overthink things that come up for you. You overthink, new experiences. Because again, when you're not confident, confident people don't think. They do. They feel intuitively what's right for them. They know they could be, do, or have it all, and they just take action. They don't overthink things because there's no reason to. It's either going to work or it's not, but either way, it doesn't mean anything bad for me. And I feel like you guys, this could be, overthinking worst case scenario, overthinking how things in the past maybe never played out right for you, overthinking that, if things in the past didn't play out right for me, why would it play out right for me going forward in the future, right? Like that's kind of the vibes that it's giving group number 2. And I feel like you guys are trying to really avoid pain. Like some of you guys, again, this Three of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords right side up, it just talks about, heartache. It feels like loss sometimes. It feels like grieving, mourning, disappointment, sadness. But with it being in reverse, it's like some of you guys, you overthink in order to avoid this feeling because, again, knowing that you don't feel worthy enough of good things happening to you. For some of you guys, that's what it is. The experience is not even anything more tangible than knowing that whatever's coming towards you is going to bring you something good, right? For some of you guys, it's just this belief that good things don't happen to you. That's what you're walking with. And Spirit wants you to release this because it's really you trying to prevent, again, going back to this card, it's really you trying to prevent yourself from feeling pain, from struggling and feeling the agony of disappointment, of letdown, of rejection, of failure, whatever this is. But Spirit wants you to know that right now is the time for you to take action from a place of being confident. Let me tell you about this king right here. Whether you're a man or woman watching, Spirit wants you to be in your King of Swords energy. This is the king, right? Or let me say this is the character in the tarot because it's not gender specific. That takes action from a very logical place, but it's a very healthy logical place, right? A very balanced logical place. This is the king who knows his worth. He knows that he's a good strategizer. He knows that he is good at making decisions. He knows that, for some of you guys, you don't trust your decisions. You don't believe that the sirens, I could cry. This is crazy. You don't trust yourself enough to make good decisions. You don't feel confident in your ability to choose something that's good for you. But what I want to say to you guys is that, it doesn't, your beliefs are, good things don't happen to me. I don't make good decisions, or whenever I do make a decision, it doesn't play out well for me. Let me tell you, every decision that you made that you feel didn't play out well for you actually helped you to learn more about what it is that you prefer in life. Sirens are getting louder. Let me let them stop. Listen to the sirens, you guys. Take it in. Y'all know what I say on this channel. First things first, yes, I live in New York City, so you're going to hear sirens, but sirens for me, they're really a way that I connect with my guides. I ask them all the time, like, send sirens when you guys want me to know, like, we're on the money with something, when it's something really, really important. And the minute I said that, I felt my heart chakra and I heard the sirens and I knew, but that's neither here nor there. The sirens stopped. I feel like, again, this energy is like you guys hold beliefs that, again, you don't make good decisions, whatever may have you, but every decision that you've made up until this point, as you're watching this video, it's helped you to grow, right? Because when you learn more about what you don't want, it puts more into your subconscious mind about what you do want. And then you're able to get clear and then manifest that, right? So let's say you've had a whole bunch of situations that brought a lot of pain and lack of wish fulfillment for you, right? Let's say you went through heartache. Let's say you went through financial problems. Let's say you went through job loss. Let's say you went through family issues. Let's say you went through lack of stability and security in whatever form or capacity that looks like for you, right? You name it, you've been through it. Let's say you've been through some of those things and you've led a very unhappy life in some ways because of the things that you've been through, right? Do you know, group number 2, that all of those things that you've been through helped you to get clear? Like, I never want to experience that again. Let's say it's money issues. Let's say you went through, hard times financially. That period of your life helped you to get clear about how much financial stability you actually do want in your life. You needed that experience to cultivate the clarity. And it sounds a little bit redundant, right? It sounds a little bit like, well, common sense will say, why would I want to be broke? But experience is the best teacher. This is a very experienced person, somebody who's gone through a lot, and so they know a lot, they've experienced a lot, so that they're able to make valid decisions. Everything that you've been through up until now, group number 2, has cultivated this energy within you to be able to make the best decisions for yourself going forward, because you know what it is that you want. Now it's about believing that you are good enough to achieve it, to attract it, to manifest it. And that's on period, group number 2. I can't make this up. Oh my God. So you guys, we're going to close out with 2 more decks. A total of 3 cards left. Let's see what's going on. Conclusions are within reach. So it does look like Spirit wants you to know that you're going to be able to wrap up this cycle within your energy field, within your confidence, right? Within that energy for yourself. You're going to be able to wrap that up soon. All of the things that you've been through, all of the hard times that you may be even going through at this time, it's not meant to break you down. It's meant to build you up, group number 2. And whatever hard times you're going through, the sooner you get confident, the sooner you learn your worth, you add tax and then double the tax on top of that, the faster this cycle will end for you, because the cycle is only continuing because you believe you deserve to have it continue. Whatever your hard times look like, hard times in love, hard times with money, hard times with jobs and career, hard times with self, hard times with identity, hard times with confidence, hard times with family, hard times with friendships, hard times with feeling secure and stable, whatever your hard time looks like, that cycle is about to end the minute that you tell yourself that you don't deserve to feel that. You don't deserve to experience that. You know that that's not something you prefer. So now you're able to say what you do prefer, and you're able to capitalize on that energy and manifest it. You're able to attract it towards you. Group number 2, you can't say I didn't tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Last card out, you guys. You are... Oh my God, don't make me cry. Ooh, I got to take it in, group number 2. You are good enough. I got to take it in, group number 2. I've been... Ooh, full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo. We just had the full moon in Virgo. Ooh, I pulled these cards at random, you guys. Yes, I am getting emotional because I feel this for you guys. Whoa. Yeah, Sakira. Get it together, sis. Let's go. Okay. We're bringing it home, group number 2. This is what I'm telling you. You've been good enough, babe. This is what Spirit wants you to know. Conclusions are within reach the minute that you decide that you're good enough. You find the value within yourself. You cultivate a daily routine where you're affirming that you're valuable, that you're worthy, that you are the ish, you are that God, you are that goddess, you are the universe in human form. And then that cycle closes out and your life changes. Oh my God, my heart chakra is pulsating right now. Jesus Christ. And it's so funny because this card is green, just like the heart chakra. And I feel like those beliefs are really affecting how open or closed your heart chakra is to new experience, to opening up to life, to saying yes to the things, to the connections, to the opportunities that want to present themselves to you. Oh my God, group number 2, like don't even right now. Don't even right now, group number 2. Last card out. What do you need to release? I'll let you guys see it before I look at it. What do you need to release, group number 2? You need to release denial. Surrender denial. Okay. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Yo. Talk about making the best decisions. Talk about seeing things clearly. Talk about the understanding that comes through when you actually take the time to step back and realize that you are where you are, right? Like a lot of you guys in group number 2, you may be, in victim mode, like, oh, woe was me. My life is not going well. Again, you got all these problems, or you got problems in certain areas, right? But it's almost giving vibes of like, don't deny the difficulties. Some of you guys may be like, you know what? I don't even want to focus on it. I'm just going to live in victimization. That's a form of denial. You have to be aware of what's going on within you. You can't suppress those thoughts. You can't suppress them because they're gonna manifest and be a projection of what you live outwardly anyway. And I feel like for you guys, group number 2, it's a matter of accepting your life for what it is right now. And then you can become, again, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. Again, when you accept things for what they are, you begin to get clear about where you are. You begin to get clear about your preference. Do I prefer this experience, or don't I prefer this experience? And if you don't, now you have the clarity to say, well, I don't prefer this, but I would like to instead experience that. And then you believe that you are worthy enough, that you are good enough to experience what it is that you do prefer, and it manifests for you. Group number 2, I'm closing out right there. Like, I just don't even want to talk about it anymore. Stop it. Like, this is crazy. You guys, more sirens. Spirit is not letting up for you guys. They're just not. Like, stop. You guys have some powerful connections to your ancestors, to your guides, to your spirit, your spiritual team. They're really powerful. They're really here with you guys, and they love you so much, and they want you to know how valuable that they believe you are. Well, that they know you are, right? Because a belief is just a thought that you can't really confirm, right? But how valuable that they know that you are, and how valuable they want you to know that you are. So that being said, you guys, if this resonated, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the good things. If you're heading over to group number 1, group number 2, I'll see you there. But if you're stopping here, thank you so much for connecting, vibing. I hope that this helped you. And until the next time we meet, I love you. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Peace out.